mitzvah of ocheach tocheach et amitecha, that you must rebuke your brother, velo tisal of chet, and do not come to the way of sin, that was in Parashat Kedoshim. In a previous generation, there was a few tzaddikim that were zealous for HaShem. One of them was Rabbi Sholom Schwadron. Rabbi Sholom Schwadron, zchuto tagil aleinu, was not only a gadol b'Torah, but also a powerhouse when it came to helping Am Yisrael do TeShuva. He had a very, very unique style of speaking and telling people, making fun of himself, and giving you chidushim from the Torah, and scaring you to death, all at the same time. He was a very big person, very strong, and he and another tzaddik by the name of Rabbi Shabtai Yudalevitz, alav shalom. Rabbi Shabtai Yudalevitz was also a very big, strong person, and both of them were chachamim, talmidei chachamim, serious talmidei chachamim, not like today where the guy's a beard thinking he's talmid chacham. Now, they were zealous for HaShem. What does it mean to be zealous for HaShem? They would do different things aside from the basics. So on Friday night, they wanted to make sure that everyone in the neighborhood keeps Shabbat. How do you make sure everybody keeps Shabbat? On Friday, they'd come to every store. Shabbat's coming, like 2 hours, 3 hours before Shabbat, they'd come. Okay, Shabbat's coming, let's go, close the shop. Remind everybody, every Shabbat, close the shop, close the shop, close the shop. Now, you have somebody coming to your store, remind you, even if you don't keep Shabbat, but every Friday comes to your store and tells you to close shop, don't open on Shabbat, after a while, just from the embarrassment, you stop. Unless you're the exact opposite of them. You're zealous for sin. And there was such a person. There was one Rasha that hated Judaism. Not only hated Judaism, was zealous for sin. He hated when they came. They come to the store, tell him Shabbat, Shabbat, and he continued working, careless about what they're saying. Now, Rabbi Schwadron and Rabbi Yudalevitz weren't just somebody you can pick on. They wanted to make sure if they needed you to close the store, you're going to close the store. So, one day, this guy decides, I'm going to get my revenge. What does he do? He goes, he buys a huge pit bull. Vicious pit bull, raised in one of these backyards places where they fight dogs and stuff. Dog just can't wait to kill somebody. Now, pit bulls in general, they're very loving animals. I had one for 16 years. But if you train them to do the opposite of their nature, they'll do it because they think that they're protecting you. So he had this vicious pit bull, bought it, and hid it in the basement. Now, anyone that's ever been in a retail store, many times the stores, they put all of the stock of their merchandise in the basement. So they have like a door to the bottom, to the basement. It's like a gate that opens. And there's just stairs that you walk down the stairs. So what did he do? He had the dog right behind it. So as soon as he opens it, the dog lunges, comes out, whoever's in front of it. And that was his plan. Have the dog sit there, starving, waiting, whoever's in front of him, as soon as he opens that gate, finished. Who's the lucky candidate? I'm going to go against these religious people. So this Rasha waited the whole day, licking his lips, waiting for the opportunity to hurt some religious people. Only today, he tried hurting the wrong ones, but the right ones. So, as you would have it, a couple of hours before Shabbat, Rabbi Schwadron comes to the street, start, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, it's time to go, Shabbat Shalom, everybody do one store after another, one store after another. Eventually they get to this guy's store. And they come together, one on this side, one on that side. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Mr. Reuven, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, huh? He opens the gate, the pit bull lunges out. Rabbi Schwadron looks at Rabbi Yudalevitz, they look at each other, As the dog, this was like instant, people saw this. Instant. The dog lunged at them. One caught him from the front, the other one caught him from the back, and they ripped the dog in half. They were so powerful, they ripped the dog in half. They put it on his table, Shabbat Shalom, and left. He kept Shabbat from that point on. From that point on, he kept Shabbat. Why? He understood this is not human power. This is Kedusha power. It's Kedusha power. We have a hard time ripping a steak. With the fork and a knife too. But when you have two giants in Torah, Kadosh Baruch Hu will not let them get scratched. True story. See, Rabotai Karim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu sends different messages to different people in their own ways. The more specific you need it, the more it's going to shock you and maybe hurt you. That guy was not going to do tshuva any other way. He thought he's going to get revenge against the Torah. He had something coming to him. He got a personal message, but that's the message that he needed.